co-founder of a company called Released. And what we do is we work with early stage technology companies that commonly don't have either a technical co-founder or technical people involved, and we help them get into market. So we offer primarily a consulting service, and we work with, I think, 5 or 6 little startups at the moment, helping them get their software to a point where they can release it, hence the name Released. So I founded the business, I own and run it, so I'm responsible for a whole bunch of things, as everybody is in small in small organizations. So I am responsible for onboarding companies. I do a bunch of the consulting myself, but most of my life is spent consulting and making things happen. I also look after sales and marketing, and I have other people who do HR and finance and payroll. So it's a small business, but I run a vast amount of it. I've been using Lawpath in different guises since its very first inception. I did use another tool before that, primarily for creating templated legal documents, but Lawpath came across my desk primarily because I know one of the co-founders, and so I found out about it, and it's a great Australian startup business, so I always like those. So I moved happily along to use Lawpath and was delighted. The other tool I was using was good at creating templated legal documents, but didn't do all the other things Lawpath does. So I've always said to founders, when you're building a company, the first thing you want to do is get yourself registered, get an ABN, get all your legal documents done, get a bank account, all of those things you have to do to form a company. And I used to pride myself on being able to do it quite quickly. That's until I bumped into Lawpath and could do it incredibly quickly. So it's been my tool for doing that, and it really helped me, not think about the minutiae of doing those things, but actually get on with doing business, which is the most important thing. Wow, what feature? I use it all the time. I tell you what my favorite feature is, though. Just my favorite feature is being able to have a query and get hold of a legal representative for a conversation about that. We've used that a few times when things have been complicated. And just to get that feedback and know whether I really need to engage a lawyer, or I can make do with the template, or we're on the right track, or we've got it wrong. It's just been incredibly valuable to catch those things before they happen. So it's really useful. It's kind of like, if I was to think about it, it's like having your own internal counsel. Especially when you're a small business, you don't need that all the time. You need it fractionally. You just need little bits, and that really would be my favorite feature. Apart from the fact that I've created so many agreements and documents for customers and employment agreements and all sorts of things, which previously would have caught me out. Easy, just really simple. It was far faster, and I've done this lots of different ways. I've been building companies in Australia since 1998. And when I first started doing that, you had to go and see the accountant, and there was all these physical books and a seal and all sorts of stuff. Being able to, log in online, set up your account, the Lawpath stepped me through the whole process, so I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to go, what have I forgotten? It gave me all the documents in a format I can stick into my Google Drive, have access to whenever I need them. It was just like the ultimate one-stop shop. And crazily enough, not only was it way more efficient, but it was way more cost effective than any other way I've done it as well. So awesome stuff. We're gonna grow. We're already growing. So we're working. We've got 5 startups we're working with at the moment. One of them's quite big and able to start going ahead and that's starting to really grow some business. So as those grow and exit, we'll be able to take on more people and grow more startups. So it's just going to grow and grow. Oh, just do it. Don't think about it. It's absolutely critical. Even if you've got a lawyer involved with your business, every document you want to create costs money. I've even created documents with Lawpath and then taken them to my lawyer for a review based on my use case. That's the perfect way to do it. But I save money because he doesn't have to draft and template the document. So it's a really good way. And also, going through the Lawpath process of creating those things helps you think through what you're actually trying to do. And as a non-lawyer, just a business owner, I think that's really important.